conversation about passion, because my theory is this, man, when somebody loses passion and purpose, by and large, they're done.
The irony of the Time Magazine thing is we didn't have anybody in marketing. We had no budget for marketing. We had never marketed anything. I was like, man, if we had money for that, we could have really built a church. But we never had resources to be able to do marketing. What we had was fired up Christ followers.
Yep.
And when you think back to the explosive nature of the church in Acts chapter 2, what was it? It wasn't a marketing campaign that took the world by storm. It wasn't social media. It wasn't any of that stuff. It was a couple of thousand freshly converted people who were running around with the joy of Christ in them. And you can just imagine how out of control that whole thing was. I'm saved. I don't know anything, but I'm saved. And when you're around those kinds of people, it changes you. You remember the joy of your salvation. You remember the night you met Christ. And you go, oh, I want to recapture that. And you kind of build off each other's passion. And so I think the best marketing campaign ever is a fresh stream of freshly redeemed people. If that's happening in your church, worry less about marketing, because they'll spread, something that's far more important than marketing dollars. And back to your question about passion and purpose. It's hard to energize a congregation if you as senior leaders are passionless. People just don't get ignited by something that's dead. They have to be ignited by a heart that's pulsating with the love of Christ and a fresh experience with Christ. You can't manufacture that. People will see through it. But if they know that you've been with Christ throughout the week, if they know where your heart is, if they can feel the energy that comes from being deeply connected with Christ, that's what starts sending those energy waves through a church.